there, Miss Scott said, man, oh my goodness. I got a picture, man. I was so tired of this week. Man, I ain't got no road. I was flip the car so tired, man. I would have been in the day the morning, but I won't miss next year. So, hey, man, y'all, welcome to another exciting episode of the Walking with Walk podcast. For those coming on right now, man, Miss Boyd not taking care of herself. I don't know if I need to move this right here, man, around this way so I can see my people a little bit better on Instagram. Is that Instagram right there?
Yep, that's the Walking with Walk.
That's the Walking with Walk podcast page. I think I'm on here.
What's going on, everybody?
And Mr. Awaken the Genius. So we got Instagram right here with the Walking with Walk podcast. If y'all can, man, please jump on the Walking with Walk podcast. If not, y'all gonna have a crazy looking angle until DJ 271 get that thing set like how he likes to have it set up. Look, man, check this out, y'all. What we're talking about today, man, is just school. We're getting ready to go back to school. But before we can talk about going back to school, Miss Boyd think we'll let her drop her surprise in a second. Y'all got a big surprise to drop on y'all. Yep. But you can't be doing what she's getting ready to take on, man, if you don't have that energy. I tell people all the time, the reason I'm able to sustain myself doing what I'm doing is because I'm starting to live a little healthier lifestyle. I don't know how the hell I made it this long with the lifestyle I had up to the last like 4 or 5 years.
Really?
Man, we used to go hard in the paint.
Yeah.
And I mean, that thing was all the way around the clock. And just thinking about
people know how to do that.
Yeah, man. But
you knew how to do that.
I did it well. I would leave Montgomery sometime, man, like 4 o'clock in the morning, which is 5 o'clock in the morning our time. Touch back out down to Atlanta around 7 something. Doggone pull up at the school around 7:30, 7:45 and keep on going. Yeah, I mean, like no stop, just drive straight in.
I didn't know you doing like that.
Oh yeah, we just go real hard, man. All my folks out of Montgomery, they know, man. I come to Monkeytown, it's hard to leave. That's my home away from home right there. That's who we got out here, Miss Boyd Thick. Thad said, what it do? ASU, what's up, Thad? AS mother you, Thad. Somebody detail sweets or deal sweets. Do you know who that is, Miss Boyd Thick?
But we thank you for tuning in to the Walking with Walk podcast.
I'm gonna pull this thing up a little closer right here, so I know we ain't got them young folk eyes. But anyway, check this out. We got this thing on a real tight schedule, whatnot. Lately, as of late, Miss Boyd Thick, now we try to make sure we have this thing in and out. Want to make sure, man, we check in with everybody out here, man. Want to thank y'all for coming in on the Awaken the Genius, Mr. Awaken the Genius page over here. Thank everybody on Instagram for coming in on the Walking with Walk page. Yep. Thank everybody out there on Facebook, man. We're about to be able to see in a second what's going on this screen right now. We don't know if y'all are talking to us or what's going on out on Facebook right now, but 271 gonna have us straight in a little while, and we'll be able to see what y'all are talking about. But Miss Boyd Thick,
what's up?
You were talking about the homeless situation. That's not on my notes or whatnot. 271 brought that up. I have never heard the 271. Is this something you heard yourself or the street committee said this? So hey, y'all talk to me, man. 271 was telling us that somebody's trying to move legislation that wants to remove the homeless. Now we already know they were trying to push legislation where you can't feed the homeless. But 271 is talking about this, and if anybody know about this, yeah, they were giving fines for you in the city of Atlanta for feeding the homeless.
So for taking care of the people in your city.
Your city. I'm telling you, man, and this is why I need people to understand, like folks who are visiting Atlanta who's saying this is the chocolate city. This city is no longer the Atlanta of 5 to 10 years ago, man. That thing's happening in the city, and they're gonna keep doing it. Well, I won't go there, but I'm just telling you.
No,
just watch and see. They're gonna keep doing all this stuff under black leadership. And as soon as they get the pie sliced the way they want to slice, I guarantee you, Mary Norwood or one of those people gonna become the mayor, and it will never be the same.
I don't even know what to say right now.
I don't know what to say. So I thought you couldn't go any lower than giving citations for people feeding the homeless. But 271 is saying that now. 271, can you say what you were saying one more time for the listeners? What are they saying about the homeless?
They're saying that they're trying to make it so that if you're homeless in your city, the state of Georgia is above the per capita for homeless of the state average, your city, they're gonna take federal funding away from your city.
So y'all, what he's saying. What he's saying is, y'all, if your per capita number of homelessness is higher than what your state number is in your city, or something along those lines right there, I think that's the algorithm they're working out of. They're going to use federal funding or take
They're
federal
gonna take
funding.
the federal funding from the
Ta-
nonprofit.
Take federal funding from nonprofits. Dealing with the homeless. Come on, man. And this is why we
But-
talk about education
but
right here.
time
And I'm
out.
not talking about school. Like, let's start like thinking about first and foremost. There's some homeless people who don't want to be homeless. They want to work, but you got to have a physical address to get a job.
But time out. What about the children who are homeless?
Hey, we got a lot of them at our school and our demographics who are homeless.
Exactly. We got what is it? The whole McKinney veto
Yeah,
documentation that they have to fill out
That's
when they're
right.
displaced. So what are you gonna do about that? You gonna take so you're not only taking it from who you think is capable of not being homeless, or if I'm saying this
Yeah.
right, but you're gonna take away from the kids too.
See, but here's the thing: people don't even know how many of our kids are deemed homeless because they just see them having a place to live. We got a number of kids who live in hotels and what do they call those little places? Like not the regular
Extended
hotel,
stays.
extended
Yeah.
stays and all that. That's not a physical address.
That's not.
That's homelessness. If you live
Or
with
you-
your auntie, that's
Or you sleeping on the
homelessness.
floor in the living
You
room.
sleeping on your homeboy them couch or
That's
on the floor.
homelessness.
Yeah, that's
But
homelessness,
they
y'all.
don't see it that way.
So are they going to be targeting those? I agree with you. That's a great question on the eve of going back to school.
I don't know. Because you got a lot of kids whose parents try to put them in school, and coming from a person who was a school clerk for 3 years, or I got to use, we staying with so and so and so and so. Okay, well, we got to have documentation from them that you stay there.
So you know what that's
I
going
can't
to do?
get that documentation. So you finna have.
That's going to make it real tough on y'all bad children. If they doing that for children who want to be in school and they can't afford to stay in there, what about these jokers who come into the school you raising hell? I'm telling you, man, these folks they're just gradually taking steps, man, to resegregate the schools. And when I say resegregate, it might not be black and white resegregation. It might be resegregated on a class system.
So let's go back. First, they shut down all the shelters.
Yes.
Right?
Or most of them. We have,
Most of
you
them.
know,
They shut down most of the shelters. Then they went over to, they start dropping them cement blocks and stuff over the bridges in the downtown area to try to remove some of the homeless people from downtown. They still down there,
yeah.
but you drop the bricks over the bridge, and now you trying to arrest and fine. How they gonna pay you? They homeless. They ain't got no job.
That's right. And somebody right here says, yes, that's true on VA. I'm assuming that's on Virginia.
Oh, in Virginia, yeah.
Oh, in Virginia. Okay, in VA. Okay, I was thinking about Virginia Avenue or somewhere
But I
like
don't
that.
understand that.
So they're doing,
How
so it's
is
not
that
just
helping them?
Atlanta.
But how is that helping them?
I have no idea, man. Hey, baby girl, Roz, health therapist. She said, hey, y'all, how you doing, baby girl? What's good, man? We coming in hot again this week. Miss Born Thick, we coming in
See,
hot.
that's that shit right there that's gonna piss me off. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, hey, I love when she come in cussing. You know, I ain't got no problem cussing. I come in out the gate with my cuss words on my hip.
But it's so, for me, that's inhumane.
It is inhumane, but who's gonna do anything about it when you got a whole generation of kids who think national elections mean something? They don't know who's running for local elections, and those are the people who are making these decisions that we're talking about right now.
I don't know. This is horrible.
I haven't heard DJ 27, man. I know you're trying to get set up over there, man. If you can't see if you can pull an article or something up on that. And I mean, just something that we can show the people. This, I can't believe that. That's the most inhumane thing I've heard in probably the last 20 years.
It's stupid. Come on, I
Are you looking at yourself?
No, something was happening with the
Okay,
screen.
I
It
was
was
about to say,
flickering. I
damn,
just
somebody getting real cute this week.
No, we ain't been cute. I ain't got no makeup on. I ain't got no.
I like natural.
You gotta understand something. That's how I know, because I almost called out, but I was like, nope, I ain't give you enough notice.
You
I
almost
didn't-
called out what? Your
Today.
job?
Today.
Your job or this right here?
Everybody's job. This is my first day back at work, and I almost didn't go there.
Hey, y'all. She ain't calling out here. She called out right here. Damn, we're going to be on location there. She going to pull up. She damn.
We're gonna be broadcasting
we
from my
brought-
bed.
Yo,
then.
no, that's okay. We'll pull up on the
That's
house.
fine. That's
Everyone
fine.
yell like we don't know how to pack this up. Hey, like, hold
I
on.
mean, I stay around the
Man,
corner.
look, you ain't even got to come out the room with me and 271 be on the outside. You just a little
It's too
window.
hot. It's too hot. I wouldn't make y'all do that.
No, we want folks to see it.
It's too hot.
The
though.
topics we're talking about today, we want them to see sweat running down our head because if you see us, working class entrepreneurs out there sweating like that, imagine what it looks like when you talk about these folks who are trying to find somewhere just to get under doggone a bridge, find them some shade, get them a little tent or something to throw up. I'm telling you, I feed the homeless. You got to give me a damn fine. I ain't never gonna stop feeding the homeless.
Yeah, go ahead and prepare to write that out.
Yeah.
'Cause
Matter
we
of
did
fact,
that last year.
I got some homeless homeboys. You run up on us, we might be hooking.
We did that last year. We went around giving out coats
Yes.
and jackets and things like that. And and like some sandwiches and like little snack bags for them.
Yes.
And we had pretty much gotten done. And the officer rolled up and was like, "Oh, y'all can't do that."
I need you guys out here talking to us, man. Tell us what y'all think about this, man. I got Hope Dealer from doggone Money, Mississippi, man. Said good stuff, great commentary. Hey, man, Nate, is this going on down in Mississippi, man? I'm kind of catching up. You know, man, I'm political scientist, so I'm all on this as soon as the show is over. I'll let you know this summer, I have not listened to anything negative. I turned the news on, no exaggeration, man, for all our listeners out there. I turned the news on literally for 7 minutes yesterday. It was the most depressing 7 minutes of my summer.
Yeah. So I watch the news every morning.
I can't do it. I stopped
every
doing
morning.
that.
But see, I watch the news to understand it, to know the traffic and the weather. That's
Okay.
it.
Well, I can tell you about traffic,
before
before
they
I'm thinking
get-
that long. You ain't got to watch about traffic. Who's that? What? I can let them know. Traffic bagged up on right there at Arthur Lehman Parkway, right there near the connector.
But
Traffic.
you know, that's the way I gotta get off it.
Oh yeah, I tell you, you messed up there every day.
But every morning, before they even get to that, it is how many shootings we had,
Yeah.
where, who's on the run, if they already got the shooter, who got shot by accident.
And then now Fannie Willis, the DA talking about who she gonna launch a new RICO charge against.
I missed that one. This
Oh
morning.
yeah, they've been talking about that a lot lately, y'all. I'm be honest with you now. I know it's gonna cost a lot of money. Do we need to get everybody on RICO charge? We got enough money coming out the city coffers right now. I think let's go ahead and go for Trump and his boys and lead these.
This is my question with the RICO situation.
Yes.
Are they
And then
truly
we're gonna jump
targeting
right on this on next
everybody,
topic.
or are they targeting the rappers?
It just looked like to me from what I see, it looked like they're just the deal. It looked like
So you said that people.
yeah, because we got it. Yeah. I know MS-13, they have taken over one apartment complex right over here on Old Dixie or whatnot. Haven't heard them talking about this. I know out there in Gwinnett County, they are notorious with the Hispanic gangs out in Gwinnett County. You don't even really hear the people talking about it in the
You
news,
don't.
though.
You don't.
And
You're
I'm not
going
knocking
to.
anybody. I'm just saying, you know, at first I was just like, hey, they getting tough on, you know, this, that, and the third. And like 271 said, now it kind of just look like they're getting tough on the same people they always get tough on.
Us.
And then, yeah, us. And then I heard they getting ready to start doing something with all the projects or whatnot. Now I do think they should do this for all of these like investors who are from out of state and whatnot, and got these projects like Four Seasons where it look like they damn near about to crumble down to the ground, and you don't even think people still live there.
Like the ones over on Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Bill
yeah.
Rex
That's
Center.
exactly what I'm talking about. So some of those we gotta hold them folks accountable though.
Yep.
Start charging them some fines, man, and you know, and finding some local
Oh, they can't do that. They too busy trying to find homeless people.
and do RICO charges on all the rappers and whoever in these low income neighborhoods. Not saying you should do it, y'all, but let's.
Who can actually afford to.
Well, look, man, y'all chime in, man. We got some hot stuff. Y'all see we coming in hot today. We're getting ready to start school up, Ms. Boy. I think that's what I want to go with today. You know, we are educators par excellence. You got some new news, so I think we might need to drop your news before we start talking about education, if that's okay with you.
Somebody calling you in the middle of the show. Ooh, if that was us. 278, if that was us, I want you to go.
Somebody would just call you. I just have my ring
but my
on.
ring ain't on.
These folks
That is a
delivering,
different. You gonna answer the call?
I got to. These folks delivering something tomorrow. I got
Okay, go
Y'all
ahead.
about to hear something live? Yes, we live on the podcast. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna need you to make that a personal call. They can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna, hey, y'all see I try to pick up for Home Depot. They
We
calling
did.
in. Home Depot coming in hot while we live on the broadcast. I called them earlier though, asking them when they're gonna deliver the damn stove. And now they want to call back in
I
the
hope
middle of
you
the
gonna be
podcast.
there.
No, it's over at the other house.
Somebody gonna be there?
Yeah, somebody gonna
Know
be there.
somebody there.
Look at
All
these folks. I know y'all say that's some wild stuff. Who's ever seen that before, man? Phone call from Home Depot. Matter of fact, we might ask them to be our sponsors next week.
Hey, I'm with that.
I'm gonna go to the stores and look. Y'all interrupted my podcast last week.
I
Miss
need
Boy, I
y'all
think
to-
was already getting ready to drop some major news. Our followers couldn't hear it because y'all jumped in right there. So at least y'all can do is be a sponsor for next week's show. Hey,
All
Miss
I'm
Boy, I think I
saying.
want to give away two $100 scholarships, man, to deserving students next week. If that's okay with you.
That's dope.
We give one to a girl, one to a boy. And I want it to be somebody who follow us regularly. You know, I want them, I don't care if it's their child, their nephew, their whoever, but I want to be somebody who follows our show regularly.
Okay.
That cool? So if you guys want to be a have a name of young person in it,
One of your students is already on here.
who's that? Thad?
I don't know. He said, "Good commentary, Mr. Walker. Can't wait to come back to school."
Oh, that must be Brandon right there. Brandon, man, hey man, I forgot to shout Brandon out last week. He was on. Brandon, thank you for being a man of your word, coming on the podcast, doing what you say you're gonna do. Looking forward to having a great year with you. Hopefully, I'll be teaching ethnic studies or something. I heard I got some new furniture in my room, Miss Boy. That's the word on the streets now. That's the word out here on these streets.
Well, speaking of classroom,
I was talking to him, y'all. Here's the. Oh, we gotta get a drum roll for this right here.
Hey, you ready?
Oh, 271, we got any sounds we can do on that thing right there, man. 271, you have a little trick on his sleeve. I don't know.
Speaking of classroom,
Speaking of classroom, I'm blanking over here, Miss Boy.
That's what I had to do with mine when the phone rung. See? You just gotta tap that little thing at the top. So
Tap that little thing. I like that. Tap that. I don't know that tapping that little thing ain't working. Hold up, Mr. Waking the Genius live video.
See, mine doing it now too. Look.
Hey y'all, messing around with Home Depot. We just flashing. I hope it's not flashing.
I'm flashing too.
All of us need to tap that little thing. I like that right there. When we get ready to go back to school, we got to tap that little thing before we go back to school, 271. Oh, y'all, I hope y'all ain't got your children on there. If they're under 16, we need them to be at the age of consent. Once school start this year, because I got some stuff I'm talking about this year, 271. What you do, Miss Boy? What you have to do to get it right?
Huh?
What did you have to do to yours?
Tap your screen.
To the whole screen?
I tapped the middle screen and stop. God dog it.
Hey, y'all let me know. Am I flashing out here on Instagram on Mr. Awaken the Genius page?
Let me see.
But anyway, we're gonna go ahead. Miss Boy and Thick got breaking news coming in. I hope somebody over here let me know if I'm flashing just like it looks from this side right here.
I don't know.
Oh, Miss Robinson, thank you for sharing the video, man. Yeah, everybody go ahead, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff right there. Miss Boy and Nick, breaking news coming in. Miss Boy and Thick, what's on your mind?
I am officially going into the classroom.
You going in the classroom like with the son, like to check them in, or you going in the classroom as an educator this year?
I'm going in the classroom as an educator this year.
Come on, man.
In social studies.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Hey, boy, this is when you talk about God being good all the time. You are like that person, though.
Yeah.
We might have the Awaken the Genius podcast out there with your students, man. When I get my Awaken the Genius podcast. Oh, I know, man. Hey, shouts out to Dr. Patrick Muhammad, man, out there. That dude right there, man, with the stuff he's doing with his farm, man.
Oh man, the campus is beautiful.
I know the campus gotta be dope.
It looked like something off of. It looks like Disney Channel meets. I don't know.
He told me he rides to work on his horse sometimes.
I can believe it out there.
Yeah.
Because when you pull up, it's a whole farm. It's a greenhouse. They got hammocks out there for the kids.
And what's the name of your school that you'll be working at, Ms. Bonte?
Chattahoochee Hill Charter School.
Chattahoochee Hill Charter School.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Muhammad, check this out, man. If you get Ms. Bonte and the realest motivator and the eternal educator both on your staff at the same time, man, we'll start doing the podcast live, man.
You want to go to middle school?
Oh, hell, I thought it was a high school.
No, it's K8.
Oh, no, hey, strike that. Strike that, sir. I thought it was high school.
It's K8.
Oh,
it's
no.
K8.
I think K8, that should be reserved for anyone who's teaching year 1 through 5.
Really?
You shouldn't even be able to get high school. I don't think if you do get high school in between those years, I think you should get 9th grade.
I wanted middle school, though.
Yeah, we need you there. I don't think anybody
like
is more deserving of you.
Middle school is that phase of life where they're trying to figure out who they are, where they fit in. Like, and you got to understand, you don't have to fit in with anybody. Create your own lane.
Woo! Check this out, man. She said middle school is where they trying to fit in. I think middle school is a bunch of 12-year-old horny little devils who want to cut. No, hell no. I taught 7th grade first. Those are the wildest. 7th grade is the wildest grade that I think you can ever teach, man.
Really?
Man, yeah.
I think it's 8th.
I think 8th, they kind of like the seniors of the middle school.
They are the seniors of the middle school. That don't mean they ain't wild.
No, but then by then, they kind of looking down on the 6th and 7th graders.
See, 6th grade for me is fresh out of elementary school.
So they still babies.
You still kind of timid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then by the 2nd semester, you kind of
still kind of trying to see if you want to test the water with that big toe. 7th grade, you stick that big toe in. Sometimes by 2nd semester, you stick that whole foot in.
I think 7th
By
grade, they
8th
jump.
grade, baby, you done jumped in.
They
head
outside in
first.
7th grade. I'm
No,
just
they
saying,
out.
Miss Bondick, I taught 7th grade.
I understand that, but how long ago was that when you taught 7th grade?
It don't matter. Them
'Cause you
Negroes
been in
still
high
the
school for as
same.
long as
I
I've
know,
known
yeah,
you.
yeah,
And
I
we
have.
almost 10 years in.
Yeah. I've been in high school ever since I came back to Georgia. No, I was in high school before I even moved back to Georgia. So that's been a while.
You still
This
flashing.
bothering the hell out of me
Let me
right
see.
here.
Let me show you what to do. Let me see.
Hey, y'all.
Because somebody said on here you are flashing.
Oh, they did say I'm flashing?
Yeah, Mr. Walker, your page live is still flashing.
Okay, hey, we about to get it right, y'all. Home Depot, don't call me during the podcast no more unless y'all about to send a check up through here. Oh, I can look down.
There you go.
All right, we got right. 271.
Wait a minute. Why are you still flashing though?
We might have to just tell everybody to join me on the Walking with Walt podcast page. All right, so let's jump right on in. Ms. Bondick, what's up? You said social studies. You'll be teaching social
So
studies.
you know you're gonna be helping me.
I just got hired on, y'all, to be helping her to help the babies out here.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Still flashing. Somebody said, "What's good, y'all?" Georgia Boy Will, what's going on, man? So, Ms. Bondick, one of the things I want to talk about, I think you sent me the message over here. I want to talk about just back to school, man. What's new? Somebody told me we might be in uniforms. Anybody heard anything about school going? That's the word. I mean, a lot of people been emailing me. If you know anything about the South Atlanta cluster, especially South Atlanta high school thing, any of you guys, Brandon, who's on the call on the podcast, let me know if we're in uniform next year. If we're in uniform, I might transfer, and I don't even wear uniform. I just know that's a whole other headache you have to deal with right there.
Share that one and then redo it.
Yeah, share that one.
Yeah.
So talk to me, man. How do y'all feel about uniform? Is that good? Is that bad? Or is that ugly? And I want somebody jumping in. 271, can you let us know what these comments are here, man, on the screen while I'm trying to get my life?
I mean, I honestly feel like uniforms aren't a bad thing.
Okay.
Because it keeps kids from talking about the other kids who are less fortunate than them.
Yeah.
You got to understand something. These kids now.
You worked at a school with uniform before?
So.
That's what best of uniform schools?
6th through 12th grade.
Well, 271 and we went there. It didn't change nothing.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Because you still go down to the shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of give and take with that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of good and bad with that. But at the end of the day, I mean, some people, that's all they can afford.
But here's the crazy thing, though. 271, I know you on the back of the camera. Why don't you chime in on this? You know, man, there are Negroes who coming there with polo khakis on. They coming there with, all of that expensive stuff. So the khakis from Walmart, they still gonna jank on the dude who got the Walmart khakis on versus the dude who got on the polos or whatnot when he come in. So uniforms don't change. It doesn't change attitudes. It doesn't change perspective. It doesn't change work ethic. What it does do when you couple it with other things, though. See, this is what people don't tell you when they say that they got schools that are succeeding with uniforms. They also have zero tolerance policy at those schools. They also bring in more school resource officers. They also have more parent engagement. See, uniforms in itself, man, that's just like putting a Band-Aid on somebody's head that's hemorrhaging because they dropped the brick off the bridge, what you said with the homeless people. Burst my whole doggone head open, but you give me one Band-Aid. That's what a uniform is without adding in those other things I just mentioned, as well as some wraparound services for those kids who might be deemed homeless, for those kids who are struggling readers, for those kids who don't have rides home from school and they don't have like what we have, the after school bus or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I do have on that same doggone uniform shirt that I've been wearing all week long because, hey, we got to wear that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of noticeable when I got to wear that same blue shirt that's nasty. And I'm, once again, not in a situation where I'm going home to your house when my shirt's getting washed. See, I can show you the dark side of those uniforms, too.
That's true.
Well, I can change into, like, somebody can let me borrow one of their shirts or something.
For me, I would rather my kids be in uniform because if you think about what they're selling in stores now for kids.
I agree. Now, that's a whole nother angle.
It's not appropriate for kids.
Yeah.
Like, my 12-year-old, I can't find a pair of shorts for her that ain't cut off booty shorts.
They doing it like that out there in the street?
Man, go out here and try to find a pair of shorts for your dog. See how short them shorts are.
Well, they got the Hoochie Daddies too, though.
But Hoochie Daddy shorts come above y'all knees.
You ain't seen. Why she been, man?
No,
Hoochie Daddy shorts.
The Hoochie Daddy
shorts way up here.
The Hoochie Daddy shorts, a straight man come a little bit above your knees. Sorry.
Hey. I
also feel like the length is by choice and not by force. For women nowadays, like even if I want to go find a pair of shorts for myself,
yes,
I'm either gonna have grandma pants on, or you gonna walk around damn near with your ass out.
We not knocking the grown women who walk around with
But when it comes to back to school shopping,
now back to school, yeah, we don't want
That's
them
different.
coming back to school
all
with
you
that
see is
on.
crop tops, short, see-through stuff.
But does uniform change that though? All that's saying is we just need to put a demand on them to have shorts that are the size they need to be. Because when we were at school, y'all remember we used to have that thing, we used to have to do that, put your hand
Yeah,
down.
put your hand down to the side. If it did
Yeah.
not come past your fingertips, it was
That's
too short.
exactly right. So right there, I don't think uniform is going to
Everybody's
change
gonna
that. I
fail
just
that
think
test nowadays.
But then you also had it where you couldn't come to school with shirts like with Budweiser and all that stuff on there. Do y'all remember that out there? Let me see what these comments
Listen.
said. Now jokers might come in with a shirt on that got slime, make
got-
America slime
They got
again.
weed
and,
all over them.
yeah,
The
weed
marijuana
shirts
plant all
on.
over. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know, y'all. We
It's-
about the
it's
good, the
such a-
bad, and the good, bad, and ugly of education, y'all. I'm excited about going back. I just didn't know we were going back so soon.
Well, you know why, right?
Hell no, I don't know why.
Have
I
you
thought
seen
we
your
were going back.
calendar?
Man, Ms.
You know how many
Bonte,
breaks you get this year?
I don't care about that because that means you're trying to ease into year-round schooling. I'm not with that. I want my summer break.
I do too, but they understand why you going back so early. They put that week back in October for fall,
I
and
don't
they put
need
that
that.
week back in February for winter.
I would rather come back like they do in New York City and all those places. Those folks come back in September.
Yeah, they do. And get out what, the first, second week of June?
June, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
But that man, 271, do you know when we go back? The educators?
Next Monday?
Monday. Boy, I had
Monday,
a
the
trip
25th.
plan. I had Facebook, Instagram. I had another trip plan. I was headed back to California, Miss Bonte.
Where are you?
Yeah, I was headed back. Somebody said, boy, I know you're not going next week. I'm still trying to figure out something, 271.
Okay, so we got a couple of comments.
Let's go, man. And 271,
Brandon
let us know
said,
what's
yep,
going on
they
over here,
say
too.
uniforms and clear book bags. Like clear
That's
book,
at South Atlanta. That's Brandon from South Atlanta, right?
like clear book bags only walk just, what is that?
Yeah, just clear. Only the clear book bag, not the kind of mesh looking kind, but maybe just that little
Oh,
plastic
yeah.
kind. Oh, for real?
He said, I feel like clear book bags are a reach.
What about girls who might have their personal items or whatnot?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you talking about education, we need to have kids sitting in these meetings too. And I'm not talking about kids who just want to buck everything. But I think when you start saying you got an SGA president and an SGA vice president, I think those children should be on the school leadership team.
But the thing is those, so you were blessed to have a kid like Tyrese
Mm-hmm.
who took that position seriously.
Yes.
Other kids just kind of do it because, hey, you might be the star student. The teacher might say, we need somebody to fill this position. Can you do it?
But shouts out to Ms. Beganje, man, because she's really growing a real program over there.
I understand that.
Yeah,
but at other schools,
I got
it's
you.
not going to look
But
like
I think, though, there's a level of expectation. That's just like somebody saying at the school that you're going to. It might not have looked that way until you got there. We're
Right.
waiting on someone who's coming, but a lot of times the school is waiting on someone to take that position who's going to, be dedicated to it. Because kids can only do as much as, like what you expect for them to do.
This is true. But again, if the expectations of the educators aren't set,
That's right.
what you expect kids to do?
But we can't come in talking about that. We got to come in with expectation high. We got to come in high. I'm just saying.
Let me
And
know
we
how
got
that work out for you.
I'm telling you, it's working good for us. Our last couple of
For
elections, man.
you.
Yes.
But when I say you in this sense, I
Yes.
don't mean you.
I know what you're saying.
I mean,
I got
young
the
people.
system wide. I got you. So look, y'all. Hey, if y'all are interested, man, please reach out to Ms. Beganje over at South Atlanta High School, man, who's doing a dope job, man. And not just having them in the building, but having them doing the work downtown with the superintendent's office and so on and so forth. Ms. Bonte, see what we got going on the Walking with Walt page on Instagram 271. Can we scroll up so I can see what the people are saying out here on
Georgia
Facebook?
Boy Will said metal detectors is going in schools.
Oh no, we've been had those, George,
been
boy, on
had them.
every door.
Bad though. What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris Scott? Who is that?
Chris is actually one of my old co-hosts. I used to be on the show with the Meek and Nicole show. God rest her soul.
Hey man, shouts out to you, man.
Real
God
good
rest the
guy.
queen.
Real good
Or
guy.
was it the queen who or was it the king who you said
It was a queen who show
transition?
it was.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
But she brought us all together, and we actually had a really good show.
Hey, we got a lot of comments going on today, man. 271, can we scroll that thing down? I wanted to see who else talking to us out here.
Tamisha
I
Weaver
see
said she
Tamisha.
was going to call out on everyone's job. Was that for? I think that was for when we were talking about Fonnie Willis.
Oh God, I got to start catching those comments. She said, "Great day, hey, great day, Tamisha. Love the work you and your king is doing down there. They got car house thing that's kind of like the Uber Eats, man. Black owned right there in Thomaston and Barnesville, and
That's
I don't know
what's up.
exactly how many other places. Tamisha, let us know where all you guys are if you're still on with the car hop thing. I would love to have you guys as a sponsor one week, man, so we can make sure we're pushing that brand right there. She also said she was gonna call out Belinda. What's going on, Belinda Beckham?
Hey.
Rachel King, what's good? Mo said, that's my girl right there, my little cousin. That's when Chris Scott came in behind that. We got anything after that 271? Oh, we caught up right there.
And then Georgia Boy Will on Instagram said, okay, he was the one that said more metal detectors going up in schools in Oregon. Brandon said, Walk, I will send you the post for South Atlanta 2022-2023 school year.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Hey, this is what I love about my scholars at my school. They know, man, hey, we a team. You don't have to wait on Walk to get the stuff, man. They know Walk out here grinding. I booked Miss Bowen Thick. I got 3 speaking engagements already. See, 3 different states, y'all. Hey, I'm just letting you know, them folks, look, y'all can go ahead and put it out there in the street. Y'all can tell these folks, man, they're gonna be talking about Walk. Man, we got to do something about all these days. I don't know, Miss Bowen Thick. I've got 3 booked already. 2 on the college level, 1 on the high school level, and that's 3 different states.
Again, we asked, how long you plan on being?
I just gotta have this insurance for right now because I did my teacher retirement service, and when I transferred out to go and help my boy down in Macon, I lost some time. I didn't realize I lost that much time. I think they need to give me a printout because I can see how many years I got. You will lose time 271, like when you transfer or you like go and do something. You remember I left that was before 271. I was at North Clay. This one thing I didn't realize how much time. And then Tri-Cities, you add that time on when I went through that whole thing right there. I lost some years, man. I went to do my years. I thought I was about to walk out that thing this year. Oh man, Miss Bowen Thick. When I said I lost some years.
I'm just waiting on you to post the announcement saying you have officially retired from the classroom.
Hey y'all, I can tell y'all this
full time.
Everybody who's watching and listening to me and Miss Bowen Thick right now want to stay on schedule. I'm saying this right here. The Awaken the Genius, the hoodies and the t-shirts, they're coming, man. We almost got that page live, and because I got frustrated with that right there.
I know.
So I gotta make sure, man, you get your color, man. I don't know if you want your Doug colors or you want what colors you want.
I want my yellow.
Just yellow.
I just want my yellow.
I ain't talking about the Walking with Walt shirt. I'm not like the Awaken the Genius shirts that I'm bring up.
I want my yellow.
Okay, all right, y'all. So let's get this thing going, man. What else is going on? George Boy Will, thank you for chiming in. What else is going on out here in these education streets? He said, I sent it to your personal page, Walt. Thank you, Brandon. About what, 271? About the homeless people.
The report.
271, y'all. This is why we hired 271, man. We sent him on vacation this week just so he can go and let his hair down a little bit, even though he's bald-headed. We let his hair down a little bit, got on the crew.
Now. Don't worry about it.
Oh, look at right here, man. Hey, so everybody who came on late, we were talking about this new, I don't know if it's a new ordinance. Is it a state law or what it is? 271 is showing right here. We want you guys, man, just to look at the screen right quick. I can't see it from back here, but 271, can you kind of give us a gist of what they're talking about on that?
A bill in the Georgia Senate will ban local governments from using federal dollars to build permanent housing for homeless individuals and further financially penalize cities that have a higher than average homeless population.
How you gonna penalize a city?
Also make it a misdemeanor to take shelter on state property.
It's a misdemeanor to take shelter.
So it's a misdemeanor to take shelter on state property. You're gonna penalize states who have higher than normal homeless numbers. In that first part, 271 said they want to take away funding for, like I guess like I know when I was in California, I saw like these little homeless communities.
They got them here too.
No, that's what 271 was saying, but they were look like more like little trailer parks or something, but nice looking little trailers, like tiny homes.
But again, this is my question. If you're talking about locking up homeless people and finding them, how, if they homeless and they're not working, how do you expect them to pay back these fines?
They're not. There are people right now I know who are locked up down at Rice Street and places like that. They only owe like $80 and they don't even have family members supporting them. So if they can't get out, imagine what a homeless person.
The jail already overcrowded with people that.
Ms. Bowen, is you trying to make sense out of a system that doesn't make sense?
Because you can't make sense of it.
So welcome to education. You about to go into a system right now where I don't know how charter schools are. I got to come and visit you. I hope y'all schedule is different. Well, I can come out there and be in front of your scholars.
You need to.
But I just know you have a great principal, and I know he worked over there in Grove Park, so he got the best of both worlds. He comes from East St. Louis. Y'all know anything about East St. It ain't no cakewalk in East St.
Not.
So, you know, between Grove Park, East St. Louis, and then you got a damn farm now. Boy, you can't get no more balance than that.
Hey, listen, I was told that I have to incorporate the curriculum is learning by nature. So I was told I have to incorporate the farm, the agricultural piece, and the nature hikes into my lesson plan.
Ooh, I hope you let y'all ride those
when
horses.
When you go through the trail, it opens up to a water park back here by Conquer Mill.
Yeah. Y'all, Miss Bontick
So-
might come in here with her cowboy boots on, her cowboy
Oh, yeah.
hat. Might even pull up on a horse, y'all. These gas prices stay like they are. Miss Bontick might come in pulling up on a horse.
Ooh, who being disrespectful?
What they say?
He said Miss Bontick likes yellow because she's a Georgia Yellow Jackets fan. Nah, baby, I'm a dog.
No,
all
we
day
ain't
long.
go dogs always
I'm
right
I'm
here,
a
baby.
dog
Ain't nothing
fan.
yellow in this house.
Eh, eh, eh.
No, sir. Matter of fact, I literally got one family member, LP Walker. I'm
Mm-mm.
calling your name out there. We trying to see if we can change his last name to Cersei until he get off that Georgia Tech bandwagon.
No, I ain't on the judge.
Now, but we do have this Georgia. We have this Georgia boy. We do have this Alabama
Now-
State University yellow for the Hornets now.
I might be a fan this year because one of my nephews got a full ride.
No, we can root for
So
him.
I can support him.
Yeah, root for him. Don't
But
root
actually being a Yellow Jackets fan, I'm a dog all day.
for all day, y'all.
Don't even worry about
Y'all
that
see
one
I'm
no
rocking
more.
for Alabama State University of Hornets, the Alabama State University of Hornets, y'all. Hey, man, that's the only time I'm rocking that yellow right there, y'all. We trying to steam somebody. We trying to steam Deion Sanders in Jackson State, y'all. I said it. I said it. We trying to steam Deion Sanders in Jackson State.
So are they colors black and yellow or black
It's
and
black
gold?
and old gold, but you know, like right now,
Okay.
sometimes we
Okay, I
just, you know, you want to make that
sure,
thing pop.
You know, the two colors coincide with
Yeah.
each other.
You know, black and old gold. You know, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated and the Alabama State University. We rock that black and old gold. Just like Doug, y'all got the black and old gold too, right?
We do.
Just try to
We
make
do.
sure.
I just need them to restore Doug to the way it was.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be hard to do that, Miss Bontick. Y'all got rid of everybody. All the projects being torn down, and
They just need some good administrators. No shade on the administrators there.
I heard y'all having a 9th grade that's gonna be separate from the whole school
I've
this
been
year.
hearing it too.
I think that's gonna be interesting.
Let me know how that works.
I'm about to see. So let's get on, man, to our next point, man. We got 20 minutes left, Miss Bontick.
Dang, already?
Already. We're not playing no games out here in these streets. So you sent me this thing. So what about Miss Bontick? We coming back, man. We got some big elections coming up. Let's talk, man. We talk about Georgia Bulldog, Herschel Walker versus
oh baby, they going in.
Raphael Warnock.
They're going in on Herschel Walker.
I think Herschel gonna
Bless
win this
his heart.
thing, Miss Bontick.
I think he might. That's
the crazy thing. I think Herschel, them folks who are against us, I'm just telling y'all, just because we root for the same college football team, a lot of those folks gonna vote for Herschel. 271, I'm serious. These folks gonna get behind that doggone curtain.
Because he is a Republican.
Yeah, and it ain't just about him being a Republican. He's dumber than the former president.
I'm out.
Hey.
You said now he's dumber than the former
And I
president.
know I love my former president as a business person because he made a lot of sense when he talked about business. Even though we know he filed bankruptcy and all that, that's a part of the game right there. But at least he has some business acumen. But when it comes to Pope Herschel, I heard Pope Herschel say, "The good air in America." I can't make this up, Miss Bontick. He said it's gonna engage with the bad air in China. They got bad air in China. That's what Herschel said. I said, hold on. Is this a man who's a real serious candidate for a U.S. Senate? I hope he wins, man.
This is my question.
I hope you win, Herschel. I'm saying that because I want to show these folks that all you got to do is have the right political backing. That's why local politics is so important. That's why us as a community working together, man, to take care of each other, bartering with each other, supporting each other on the local level is so important, Ms. Bontick.
This is my question. Because all the commercials they show about him right now
is
he claims he graduated top in the top 10%.
I ain't seen
top
that
1%.
commercial. No, hold on.
He's in the commercials.
Two tell my other commercial with Herschel they graduated in the top.
Yo, he's saying he graduated in the 1%, top 1%, top 10%, something like that.
Two tell my please see if you can pull
and
that
they
up.
saying he didn't even graduate at all. Then the other commercial is he's walking around. He's been saying for years he has over 800 employees, and when they did whatever they did on some federal
audit.
Yeah, it's so he got 8.
Herschel, now maybe you left 2 of them zeros out, Herschel. Hey, everybody make mistakes, Herschel. But you let 8 and 80, maybe.
But
8 and 800, I don't know.
No, partner. But I want to know, did he graduate from school or not?
Hey y'all, I know her ran that ball. I know her could run that
I
ball
know
at
he could run the
UJ.
ball.
I don't remember her running across that
But
stage though.
I really hope, I really truly hope and pray that, and I know they are using him as a puppet. I'm sorry, I
Herschel,
said it,
not a dog, as a
as a
puppet.
puppet. They got strings over him
Puppet.
because the way he speaks doesn't even say that you have the capacity to fulfill the role that you're running for. That's my personal opinion. That is not an opinion of the Walking with Walk podcast. That is not an opinion of Mr. Awaken the Genius. That is Miss Born Thick, aka Alexandria Robinson's personal opinion. I'm sorry.
And I think a lot of times we got to make light of it because I told you about, I teach government. I've been telling people for years there's a difference between schooling and education. I think this is a perfect time, this election right here, for us to get serious and start talking to our kids about how, I don't know if y'all remember that movie with Eddie Murphy back in the days. He said, and his campaign slogan was the name you know. And his name was like Thomas Jefferson Johnson or something like that. But he cut the Johnson off the end of it, and people just, old people, they were voting for Thomas Jefferson. That's the name they know. So it just shows you that it doesn't matter what you're talking about a lot of times, as long as the people can connect to your name. So Herschel Walker is a big time name, the name you know. I know a lot of people gonna vote for him.
Oh no.
They didn't think Trump would get in office. I'm trying to tell y'all, hey man, look,
So-
I'm not a big time gambler, but I do play the parlay ticket sometimes. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Herschel has a better chance than people think. I think this thing gonna go down, man, probably to,
I'm gonna make a
it's
real.
gonna boil down to Fulton County, DeKalb County, and Clayton County. That's what's gonna determine who
I'm
wins
gonna
this
make a
thing.
real ignorant statement. Did you see it on The Simpsons?
Be honest with you, Herschel, I don't
Remember-
know. Was Herschel on the Simpsons? If he was
Remember
on
a
the Simpsons
long time
with
ago,
Donald Trump.
The Simpsons, on The Simpsons, they said Donald Trump was gonna be president one day.
I saw it.
The Simpsons has actually predicted quite a few.
Yeah, The Simpsons. If you want to know who's gonna be the next U.S. senator, y'all, let's see if we can get 271 to dig up an
I'm gonna
episode of
make
The
a real
Simpsons
ignorant statement tonight.
with Herschel Walker on there.
Remember, I'm the one that hates politics, and it's crazy that I'm going into social studies.
I love politics
I
because it ain't nothing but conflict, and people
it
get
ain't nothing but
so
lying.
yeah, but people get so caught up in the politics and they don't understand that it's politics. Politics is nothing but conflict. And that's why it kind of bothers me that people like, bro, the Republicans and the Democrats, man, they didn't know. That's what politics is. It's conflict.
That's what
And
it is.
the thing about it is the Democrats, y'all, forgive me, all my black Democrats out there, because I know y'all vote the way you vote, because I did. Until I actually started understanding politics, my great-grandmother was a Democrat, my grandma was a Democrat,
Right.
my mom was a Democrat, I was a Democrat, and now I just say, y'all, I don't claim either party. I literally go in that thing right there and I listen to what people are talking about, because the Democrats are too weak. The Republicans, even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff they say, once they dig in and they take a position, they stick together, man.
They do. Now, the one thing I can say about Trump, and please don't get it twisted, I'm not a fan, but I have some kind of respect for him because he did everything he said he was gonna do.
Hey, if Trump said he's gonna do it,
he didn't ask nobody for
didn't ask
permission.
no permission.
Even if he knew he had to get permission, he didn't ask for it. He just did it and just like, okay, I ask for forgiveness later.
And then after he lost the second election, the man damn led a coup on the U.S. Capitol.
And got away with it.
Right now, he's getting away with it. They said he told the driver to go down to the U.S. Capitol.
Let that be one of us.
Man, Negro,
Let
right
that be
now,
one of us.
if we say go down to the Board of Education right now,
We did.
man, I'm trying to. Did you see the young man who got beaten? I know this kind of going on to our third point, but before I leave that point about that, Ms. Born Thick, the election, we got CRT coming up, the critical race thing, and then I want to just end on talking about post-COVID. Have we gone beyond COVID? Are we back to school being school again? Or are we still coming in with testing and kids being able to kind of be lackadaisical again this whole school year? Are we back in school?
I don't feel like we're back in school completely. I feel like we still have to be mindful of COVID, but it may not be as serious as it was when it first happened.
Well, what about like the expectation from children? You know, like are children expected to bring the computers this year?
When the kids brought the computers last year, did they really use them for what they were supposed to use them for?
Hey y'all, this what I think it's time out, man. We gotta step the game up. You talking about this with the SGA and whatnot. Hey man, we need y'all to chime in. What's going on
I'm
out
just
here?
saying.
Did anybody come in besides
He
Chris
said
Scott?
nope.
I want to George Boy Will said nope. Somebody said I grew up economically poor but culturally rich. I will use that in your class one day. I love it, man. I just heard somebody talking about that.
Yeah, Rashid talked
Rashid,
about
that's
it
right.
last week.
I heard there's a new variant. And what about monkeypox? I
I was
heard
about to say monkeypox is a new thing.
They're talking about AIDS.
AIDS.
They said it was on the news a day ago.
But see, that's not transmitted through the air.
151 Georgians.
And that might be a lot of those probably in our zip code for my school because
Yeah.
we have like the highest population of, that. And
So
that's what I'm saying.
wait,
So we
I
have,
thought so 30318 ain't the highest population with it no more?
I know 30354 was,
Because they held the trophy for years.
but we don't want the trophy. Hey, look, check this out. We don't mind passing the trophy back to another zip code. I'm saying we're trying to get away from
I
it,
mean,
but that's why I think when we start talking about are we back to school as usual, and I'm coming in hot this year. I think we got to start back talking about protection and stuff. We have a lot of young people out here
they're
who
just
are
out there running
they're out there
amok.
running amok, man. And under COVID, a lot of kids just started having more time to be on these computers and doing all kind of stuff behind the screens. And now they're into some stuff that we weren't into when we were in school. I'm not saying kids weren't, sexually active and whatnot, but these kids are
But
getting
they were
exposed
more
to
so
stuff.
these last 2 years, just like adults were. And I'm sorry.
Didn't
Never
somebody
mind.
say on one of our recent shows, Alex and 271, like kids are no, it was an old show with Coco and Teen Talk. They were saying kids are sexually active in elementary school.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I went back and watched
Not
that old
only are
show.
they sexually active in elementary school, but they're dealing with sexual identity. They
Sexual identity.
in elementary
So
school.
how do you deal with that? Like when do you talk about that?
Shit for me, that shouldn't be a conversation that I'm having with my child in first and second grade.
Yeah. So what do we do though
That
if
shouldn't
your
be a
child come
conversation I'm having
home?
with my kid between pre-K and maybe the 11th or the 12th grade.
But are their frontal lobes developed enough for the majority of them to even know what you're talking about?
I don't think so, but they're so overexposed to the wrong stuff.
Yeah. But is that a small segment of the population, and we kind of highlight that and make it seem as if it's more kids than
I
not?
mean, I feel like people glamorize all the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
There is no censorship on TV no more for us. Disney Channel ain't the Disney Channel we knew. We knew DuckTales and Chippendale Rescue Rangers and Pee Wee Herman. Now, like all they shows are dealing with gender identity crisis. They're dealing with understanding,
Yeah.
you'll see people of the homosexual in the LGBTQ community on these Disney shows. And I'm not knocking it, but that's not something that we need to be exposing our kids to at an early age.
That's what I was.
Don't force that lifestyle on my child.
But going to that Miss Bourne thing, just to protect us and nobody taking this the wrong way. We've had our guests on there and I think, one of the fathers talked about that.
Yeah.
And he said he doesn't expose his children to that.
He
And
doesn't.
that's his lifestyle.
He doesn't.
He and his partner does not come out the, room with, dressed provocatively or anything like that. So I think there's a fine line. Yeah, I think there's a fine line where the sensitive people on both sides of the track, we're saying if you're a heterosexual couple, that crap shouldn't be on Disney Channel, like all folks laying in the bed and all that.
Period should not be exposed to kids at an early age. I understand these conversations you're going to have more so now because it's just out there.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, you got younger parents who are watching shows and either you allow your kid to come in the room and watch TV with you, or you don't realize your child is standing behind you watching what you're watching.
I tell you what, y'all.
You got to think, time out. When you on Netflix,
you're right.
Understanding Netflix, when you got these accounts where you streaming and your kids have access to your account, they can see what you were watching. And guess what? They're going to go back in and watch it. What is this?
But Georgia Boy Will said Pee Wee Herman had some sexual stuff going on back in the day.
He did. But then they let Pee Wee Herman go.
I think Pee Wee Herman was having this sexual stuff, though, off the screen, though.
But he got locked up for that, too.
No, I'm saying, but he wasn't doing it on the Pee Wee Herman show.
But still, it wasn't what it is now.
Yeah, George Boy Will. Pee Wee Herman, what he was doing back then on a scale of 1 to 10 would probably be a 0.5.
It was controversial with the whole Teletubby situation because they were saying that it was a lot of homosexuality going on with the show, and that's a kid show.
Lord have mercy. I guess I don't know how to watch these shows. I didn't know the Teletubbies was.
Yeah, they used to say that about Teletubbies because all the colors of the Teletubbies were like pride colors.
I didn't even know.
But why
I
are
didn't
you
know.
making a kid show
Yeah.
something that deep?
But that's the thing, though, Miss Bondi. If you sit your child in front of that TV all day long and you're not watching what they're watching, this is not just about, like we said, pride or anything like that. That's about folks selling drugs or folks out here, engaging in, all types of stuff, whether it be sexual,
Yep.
stealing, and all kinds of things. We got to be more attentive, and we got to stop sitting our children in front of that tell live vision. That's what we call it. Tell live vision. Yeah, man. I got some stuff for you, Miss
But they don't
Bondi.
watch that anymore. They watch YouTube.
I want some Woody Woodpeckers, some Flintstones, some Jetsons.
Listen, no, go back to the old school Smurfs and the old school Alvin and Chipmunks.
What about what's his name? Thundercats and
man,
He-Man. Yeah, man.
The real
Wonder Woman, man.
I'm gonna give you one better. This
Go
is
ahead.
tell my age. Y'all remember Reading Rainbow?
Man, my boy from the Roots.
LeVar Burton.
Yeah,
and
man.
Then Zoobly Zoo
Come on, man.
with Ben Vereen.
And we gotta get back to that stuff right there, y'all.
These kids don't understand that.
I think a lot of kids, want that too.
They got SpongeBob, and even they tried to put controversy in that old SpongeBob and Patrick Buck couple. It was a lot of home. I'm like, why are we reading so deep into cartoons? These are cartoons.
Hey, y'all, we getting ready to get out of here in a few minutes, but let's say this right here,
Oh,
man. Before we
man.
get out
It's
of here, Miss
over already?
Bondi, it's already over with, Miss Bondi.
Jesus.
I want to know from the educators, if we have any educators on the line, man, what are you doing differently coming back this year, man? Are you coming in a funk like Miss Bondi came in today, or are you going to come in fired up? Yeah, you came in a funk today, so
I'm not necessarily in
not in a funk, I'm just saying, but your energy was down.
drained.
Yes, that's right. But I wonder if they coming back drained or they coming back ready for whatever.
I don't know.
Hey, we got an educator online, man. Y'all let us know, man. Are y'all excited about coming back, or are y'all thinking about changing careers? That needs to be the next show right there.
Georgia Boy Will said Bill Cosby did not do it on the show, but look at the outcome. But Bill Cosby did it with grown women.
Yeah.
Whatever he chose to do, he did it behind the scenes, and he did it with grown women who decided 35 years later to come out
Yeah.
with their truth. But here's the other part that I don't understand.
We were going to talk about being Cosby now. Let's go to the Catholic Church and talk about them priests and whatnot.
But here's the thing about Bill.
I don't even mess with Bill Cosby like that.
Let's do Bill Cosby versus Harvey
Weinstein.
See, them people over there, excuse my language.
That's right. They're not trying to throw their folks out there. That's right.
We didn't protect Bill. One thing about it, two things for sure. When you dealing with certain people, they protect their own.
Yeah.
We won't do that. No matter if he right or if he wrong, we can deal with it within our own community.
I agree.
But we don't. Our community did not protect him.
I just know Bill has said some things about the least of us in our community, and I kind of, had it not been for those, I remember he was going around doing like a tour. He stopped at Doug High School, man, and Bill was saying some real disrespectful stuff for our community. Oh yes, ma'am. I got the transcript where he spoke. I think it was at Howard's graduation. I literally printed out the graduation where, man, you supposed to be talking to people who just got a degree, and you talking about the police shoot people in the head because their mama don't know how to speak good English. And, oh yeah, I got the transcript. But you know me, Miss Bondi, I wouldn't be talking about it if I have not read it. Yeah, I got the transcript. Yeah, Bill was on some stuff. So with me, man, hey, I appreciate Fat Albert. I appreciate the Cosby Show. I appreciate what he and Sidney Poitier did together. But Bill, man, all of y'all brothers who turn y'all back on us, man, when that table turn, them folks not gonna protect y'all.
They not.
So man, look, man, we getting ready to wrap it up, man. Shouts out to R. Kelly. I know a lot of folks said they're not playing R. Kelly. So hey, they messed around the other day and find my 12-play CD. They said, man, you gonna throw this away?
I'm finna go.
Hey.
This is the third time as a charm. I'm finna go.
Hey, y'all.
Close this thing out by himself.
No, man. Hey, look, R. Kelly. Did you see the video with R. Kelly and Young Thug? I don't know if it's not the real R. Kelly, Young Thug. But 201, you seen it? They're like, yeah, they're in jail or whatnot, man. And boy, I'm telling y'all, man, I think they should play that as well as that one. I think they showed a little boy. They gave him like 40 years. He fell right on out in that courtroom. I said, that's it right there, man. These folks are giving football numbers now. So, y'all, we need y'all coming back to school, man. We don't need y'all out here in these streets, man. Go ahead and lay your flag down, man. Come up there, man, and walk underneath that flag at South Atlanta High School. Walk underneath that flag at Carver High School, Montgomery, Doug High School in Atlanta. Man, we need y'all, man. We love y'all too much. That's a movement that we got going on here in the city, Ms. Bondi. We love y'all too much, man. All of you guys out there, man, young people, we are rooting for you. We are fighting for you. That's the reason I can't leave the classroom, Ms. Bondi. I love them too much.
Yeah.
So with that, man, hey, thank y'all for joining in. We're gonna end on time like we've been doing as of late, man. Miss Born Thick,
Don't close
do what
us
you
out.
do, man. You wanted me to close this out for real?
Don't close us out.
Hey,
You was
y'all.
already going there. Go
I was
ahead, close
already
us
going
out.
there, man. Look, once again, man, I'm not saying that we rock with R. Kelly the long way, but some of y'all know y'all still got
They
your
still
R.
listen to R. Kelly.
12 play. And like they said, Harvey Weinstein, those folks look out for their folks. So I'm not throwing R all the way under the bus. If we're going to throw him under the bus, let's throw some parents under the bus who not taking care of their business at the house, who took the money and did all that stuff like
That's
that.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, it goes all the way around. And it goes to the school and everywhere else, man. All of us got some kind of role in it because we are a community, and at the end of community, we talking about unity. So y'all look, man, if y'all want to know more about how to follow us, man, y'all make sure y'all follow us on all platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Walking with Walt Podcast, man. Hey, y'all, once again, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Walking with Walt Podcast. If you want to know how to get in touch, man, with this beautiful queen right here, who has just become a part of my institution, baby, the institution of higher learning. She is an official educator, not a teacher, y'all. So y'all know this is going to make us even more tight than we already are, man. I can't wait to become like your Jigna.
Oh, you already are.
Man.
What you mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I can't wait but to sit around and actually go through so you can see how I plan, even though I don't use those little templates they give us, but I do plan. I just don't believe in that thing they call lesson plan template. But I do have a plan because I have a vision for where I want to take my students, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, man, Miss Born, think about to join us, man, out here in this educational field, man. She's going to be one of the dopest educators ever. So if y'all want to follow her, man, y'all make sure y'all follow her, man, on her Facebook page. I hope I don't mess it up this week at Alexandria Robinson, man. That's her government name, y'all. Please don't use that thing out here in the streets, man. Just call her Miss Born Thick. But if you have to follow her on Facebook, Alexandria Robinson, y'all. And if you want to follow her on Instagram, y'all, I'm not messing this thing up. Follow her at Miss Born Thick. It's MSBORN. Oh, MS dot BORNTHIK. How do I forget that dot every time?
I don't know.
Hey, once again, man, I'm gonna slow this thing down. If y'all want to follow my crazy ass co-host, man, who is now a part of the education community, y'all, she's about to light it on fire. Any supplies she need, any resource she need. Me and 271 pull it up, man. We pulling up in the dump, just like we're doing in 271 new whip out there in the streets. We pulling up with whatever you need, Miss Born Thick.
Let's go.
Hey, man, MS dot BORNTHIK, man. And please don't put no C on there. This ain't got nothing to do with no cripping or nothing like that, y'all. We just don't use that C on her name. And last and certainly not least, man, you got that wild boy out here, man.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Awakening Genius, man, the realest motivating eternal educator. Got my boy 271 back there laughing. He loving it. Oh, yeah, 271 loving it right there. He like, don't use that C. That's right. Don't use it, Miss Boy. Take it out of there. All right, man. Y'all want to follow your boy, man. Follow me at my government name, man. KEENE. Walker, man, on Facebook as well as on LinkedIn. If you want to follow me out here, man, in those Instagram streets, man, follow your boy at Mr. Awaken the Genius, man. And if you want to follow me out here on them Twitter streets, man, follow me at Mr. Awaken Genius, y'all. I have wrapped this thing up, man. We right there. Oh, man, look at my girl, get me straight. Y'all see the educator coming out of her already. She said, I forgot about that TikTok. Follow your boy out there in them TikTok streets because I've been, playing around with that too a little bit, y'all, at Mr. Awaken the Genius. The number 5, y'all. Hey, man, y'all have been real good. We need some educators to come on next week. We need a principal. We need an educator in the classroom. And we need them parents to come in as well as a student, Miss Boy. I think we need to have like 4 10-minute sessions next week. A student, an educator in the classroom, an administrator, and a parent.
I'm with that.
So if anybody's down with that, also, y'all, we'll be giving away $100 to a girl and a boy who you guys feel worthy of it. We don't care if it's your nephew, your niece, your just a kid in your neighborhood who's doing well. We don't care about their GPA. They got to be doing well, y'all, and we know that they're respectful to the elders in the community. That's my rubric right there, Miss Born Thick. That's it, y'all. So we'll see y'all, man, next Wednesday, same time, same place, man. Hey, y'all be easy, man.
Good night.
Good night.